Hey there, I'm OSCILLATR. Today I'm going to show you how to flip a sample using Arcade. So I use a lot of samples. You probably do too. But if you're anything like me, you like to make your samples your own. So today I'm going to show you 3 ways to flip a sample using Arcade. First, we're going to create a new sampler from a loop. So you can use any sampler for this, like Ableton's Simpler, Contact from Native Instruments, but I really like using Arcade for this technique, and here's why. Creating a sampler with Arcade automatically generates a new kit for you by slicing up the audio and applying different FX presets that you can change and tweak. So watch how we do this. First, we need to add the loop to our library. Go to the Your Stuff tab on the left-hand side of the plugin, and then click on Imported Samples. Now we can drag our audio into the plugin directly. And then over here on the right, you can just click Generate Sampler. Now it's slicing my audio for me. And then what is really, really cool are these FX presets. And each preset has a set of macros as well. So it's fast, it's intuitive, and it's creative, and that's what I like. The second way we can flip a sample using Arcade is to create a kit from within another kit. I found this kit in the ingredients line. It sounds great as is, but I can personalize it by creating a new sampler kit from one of the loops in this kit. So what I want to do is to grab just this one slice and create a new sampler out of that loop. When you hover over a slice in a kit, this 3-dot menu pops up on the top of it. Click that and go to Generate Kit. Just like before, Arcade is creating a new sampler using that one Lush Roads chord groove loop. Here's what that new sampler sounds like, which is generated from that single loop. Because it's slicing up the audio, now this has given me an inspiration to play a different melody, which sounds like this. Would I have come up with a melody like this on my own just playing the keyboard? Probably not. And that's what I love about music, is that you can use technology like that to come up with something unexpected. And so I ended up making like a double time drum and bass sounding song. And here you can see I've used all this automation on the macros in Arcade to create a transitional moment. Now that I've come up with a new melody using that generated kit, I can resample that little melody and create a loop from it. I've pulled up this Weird Dreams kit from the drip line, and now I can add that loop that I recorded in directly into this kit from my DAW. So you can just click on the recorded waveform and drag it onto one of the samples. Now that loop that I recorded is part of this kit, and you can hear it in an entirely different context. And I can change it up with the modifiers that come in this kit, so it's different than my generated kit. Now we've got macros and modifier keys, so I can really play around with it here. Now it's like a smoky, hazy hip-hop beat, which is totally different from how I started off with this loop. As you can see, Arcade provides endless possibilities for taking a sample, flipping it upside down, and re-flipping it again, and making something totally your own. So you can generate a sampler from a loop, you can create a new sampler using one of the slices in one of the Arcade kits, or you can take any audio and put it in a slice in one of the existing kits, hear it in a new context, and flip it from there. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.